Okay, so today we are going to be looking at addition and subtraction of matrices. Let's take a look. So we're looking at addition and subtraction of matrices. Now, one of the key things we need to bear in mind when we're doing addition and subtraction of matrices is that only matrices with the same order can be added and subtracted. All right, so if first we need to check to ensure that the matrices that we're adding or subtracting are of the same order. Remember in our previous class, we looked at the order of the matrix, and we said that the order of the matrix have to do with the number of rows times the number of columns. So let's first check to ensure that both matrices have the same order. Now, how do we go about adding or subtracting? We add or subtract corresponding elements. We'll soon look at some examples. All right, the resulting matrix that you get, so your final answer, should have the same dimension, you should have the same order as the two matrices that you were adding earlier on. Let's look at this example. So in this example, we have two matrices that we're adding. If you look carefully, the order of the first matrix would be 3 rows by 3 columns. Let's check. So here we have 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. So we have 3 rows and we have 1, 2, 3 columns. So we know that this is a 3 by 3 matrix. Let's double check that the other matrix is also a 3 by 3. So we go 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2, 3 columns. So right away we know that both matrices are of the same order, and as a result we can go ahead and add corresponding elements. All right, let's go. When we're adding corresponding elements, it simply means that we're adding the elements as in, for example, the first number here is in the first row of the first column. So we add that value to the number in the first row of the first column of the other matrix. Likewise, first row, second column is added with first row, second column, and we do the same for all the other elements in the matrix. All right, so let's go. So here we have -2 plus -4. We have 0 plus 6, 4 plus 0, 3 plus -15, -10 plus 2, minus 10 plus 2, 12 minus 4, 3 plus 6, -2 plus 7, -2 plus 1. So if you look carefully at our results, you would realize that when we combine or when we simplify, we should end up with also a 3 by 3 matrix. So -2 minus 4 would give us -6, 0 plus 6, 6, 4 plus 0, 4, 3 minus 5, that's -2, 12, sorry. -10 plus 2, that's -8. 12 minus 4, that's 8. 3 plus 6, that's 9. -2 plus 7, that's 5. And -2 plus 1, that's 1. And finally, we also end up with another 3 by 3 matrix. 1, 2, 3 rows by 1, 2, 3 columns. All right, that's pretty much adding matrices. All right, let's look at another example. All right, so we're going to look at another example now. Here we have 3, -4, 0, 2 to be added to 4, 6, 8, 0, 2, 4. You may be wondering, can we add these two matrices? Let's first check to ensure that the order of the matrices are the same. Now, if we look carefully at our first matrix, we would realize that we have two rows, right? Two rows and one, two columns. So this would be a 2 by 2 matrix. In order for us to add it to this matrix, they must be the same order. So let us check. 1, 2, we have 3 columns, and 1, 2 rows. So this is a 2 by 3 matrix. Are they of the same order? No, they're not. So right away, we know that we cannot go ahead and add in. We cannot go ahead to add these two matrices because they're of different dimensions, they're of different order. All right? Let's look at an example where we are going to subtract two matrices. All right? So here we're going to check again. 1, 2 rows. Let me put on the spotlight. Here we have 1, 2 rows, 1, 2 columns. That's a 2 by 2 matrix. Let's double check the other one to ensure that it is 2 by 2. 1, 2 rows, 1, 2 columns. So here we can see where these two matrices are of the same order. Since they're of the same order, we can go ahead now and add our corresponding elements. So here we're going to add our 2, which is the first element. It is in the first row of the first column. We're gonna subtract that. So this element, so it would be 2 minus 4, then minus 18 minus 2, 20 minus 5, and minus 5 minus 1. All right, let's look at it. All right. Now, our final answer would be 2 minus 4, which would be 6, minus 8 minus 2, which would be minus 20, minus 20 minus 5, which is minus 25, and minus 5 minus 1, which would be 6.